Why, hello and welcome everybody. Also, good morning. So today I kind of wanted to go ahead and talk a little bit more on the monk character I'm playing. The reason I'm pumping so many more updates into this character than say like the Corrupting Cry build is because since we restarted in SSF, there's going to be kind of like a longer journey. Since we can't trade for anything and we have to go through and find everything, it kind of makes those more impactful. So I've leveled 3 characters now, right? We've got our 89 Corrupting Cry, our 87 Insert, whatever build Blood Mage, and then the monk character. Again, this character is my first character in SSF, meaning it has no leveling gear. And holy crap, I have to tell you, Monk does not feel balanced. Like, this is the final boss of the campaign in Cruel. And I think it attacked like 3 times, and then it just died. And the character is not even like a glass cannon either. It's also got some form of defensive layers. It actually feels tankier than my Corrupting Cry character under certain conditions. So not as comfortable for bossing, but way better for mapping, right? I'll go ahead and jump in and show you guys a quick example of what I'm doing with my monk. So we are 73 on this character. I'm going to go ahead and flash my gear, talk about my skills, and then we're going to go run a quick map. Long load. That's weird. Okay. The music volume up. Alright, so this is currently what we have. Primarily want to use a physical weapon. The reason for physical is most of your damage, I think, gets converted. I don't know if it's because of the bell the conversion happens, but for sure, if you were to look at, say, Ice Strike, which is our main damage skill, converts 80% of physical to cold. So just going with a physical base weapon is ideal. So you want to make sure you land your flat, your percent, and then an attack speed roll, and those are your 3 main ones. And then I just ruined it with fizz damage. We're working on converting to CI, so we want to start looking for ES evasion gear. At the moment, I just have primarily like evasion gear, but we're trying to get into really good evasion energy shield gear. That is going to be the goal, for example. The reason I want to go ES evasion is because when we go CI in the late game, we're immune to chaos. Bleeding damage, so to actually bleed, they have to deal damage to your health pool, meaning Mind Over Matter builds and CI builds don't get affected by bleed. So as Monk, you'll be immune to chaos, you won't be affected by bleed. You can scale armor via scaling evasion. So you evade, which is similar to blocking, right? You're staggering how often you get hit. Then when you do get hit, assuming it's physical, you actually mitigate it. You're immune to chaos, you're immune to bleeding. The only downside is you don't have leech, but the best way you can circumvent that is with something called Ghost Dance, which is located over here, which we'll get to. So going over our skills, Wind Dancer is very big because it passively provides you more evasion. The reason this is so strong is because the evasion that you get also applies to the mitigation from armor from your Ascendancy. So I just have Maim on here. When you get hit, it like shoots a gust of wind back. Shattering Palm is your bread and butter for map clear. You basically gap close with this skill, and then you go into Ice Strike. So over here, I've got Blind, Execute, Momentum. Combat Frenzy with Profusion. Combat Frenzy, essentially with Resonance, is going to generate us power charges that allows us to use Charge Staff for now. Ghost Dance is the thing I was talking about, where basically you recover energy shield based off your evasion when you get hit. And this is very good for sustaining your energy shield. And here we've got Fast Forward to make it occur quicker. On our Tempest Bell, which is our main single target, we have Close Combat, Glaciation, Heavy Swing, Overabundance. I don't know if if Heavy Swing is working correctly. Technically, with the way conversion works, the melee physical should not work, but I'm confused because the damage shows it goes up a lot, but I'm not fully sure. Herald of Ice is another part of our clear. So I've got Cold Infusion and Magnified Effect here. Ice Strike is our main clear skill, and this kind of happens passively. So here we've got Tempo for attack speed, Primal Armament, Ice Bite. One thing that's nice about Ice Bite is it triggers off your bells, so even for bossing, you have uptime on Ice Bite. And then Rage. Rage can be circumvented by putting it on Bell or something else. I just seem to like it here. Trying to find another support gem to use instead of this. Grim Feast is really good because it allows us to get energy shield while we're mapping and maintain double energy shield. And then Charge Staff, we consume our power charges so that we can get bonus lightning, which helps us deal damage to the bell and shock targets. It seems like a lot, but the playstyle is really fluid. So this is currently my tree. I started off with I Am Thunder to have more damage in the campaign, and then I hard switched to protect me from harm. This node here, Lead Me Through Grace, is currently giving me an extra 50 spirit. At 50 spirit, is it 50?
And shatter they
Yeah,
shall.
it's basically allowing me to run an extra aura, right? Maybe in 1.5. So let's go grab a T4 map real fast. And then as for my skill tree, I have not planned anything. So as you guys know, with most of my content, I like to jump in, play whatever I want, figure it out, show you guys what I did, and then I refine it from there. So this is our tree. Monk starting tree is actually kind of crazy. So I grabbed basically 2 points in almost everything. I think it's very good value. I came out towards here, grabbed the damage and pen nodes, moved across, grabbed here, slapped on Coming Calamity when I got a Herald. Attack speed, you can get whatever you want, but at this stage I was having mana problems. So I swung around and I actually grabbed toughness, but right now I'm okay with mana. Coming in further, I went into like conservative casting. Then you can kind of see the rest of the tree here, right? Right now I'm working on this, and this will probably get respec'd later. Another nice one for mana is grabbing Deep Trance. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into a quick map. Now my character is still like, what's the word I'm looking for? I actually haven't done a breach yet. Character's still like very weak, right? Like my res is really bad across the board. So just take that with a grain of salt, right? It's fresh SSF character. All right. So for general clear, you want to just hit with your Shattering Palm, and then you just auto attack with Ice Strike. If you come across a magic pack, you can drop the bell. If you come across a rare, you drop the bell. Oh, the breach is literally right here? Okay, never mind. It's on the other side. Okay.
I know this feeling.
I've not done breach yet. I don't know how we'll do because our res is really bad. Seems great. Yep. I'm scared of that chaos damage though. Yep, the chaos is really what I'm scared of here. See those chaos balls? Those chaos are not nice. That's why we want to go CI, because that shit is just too much. Once we're CI, we don't have to worry about that anymore, which is good because that eliminates like 1 or 2 effects that would normally have to make you back away when you're fighting. But we can just like commit and fight through that, so very excited. And we'll be tankier, right? Once we get more evasion, we only have like 3,000 right now. Once we get that to like 8,000, that'll feel much better. Much better for our armor, much better for literally evading, much better for ghost dance, so a lot of good things. The clear is really smooth on Monk. I really like it. I was concerned. I thought maybe the AoE wouldn't feel good moving from pack to pack, but I was definitely wrong about that. The only thing I think I don't like is the targeting on Shattering Palm can be a bit wacky. Like, for example, sometimes it can go over terrain, and sometimes it can not go over terrain. Definitely depends on the map layout. Definitely, I'll say, if you want your Monk to feel smoother, you want to make sure your Herald of Ice and your Shattering Palm are as high level as they can be. You want attack speed. You really want a weapon with attack speed. Not only is it a very big factor for damage, it's a very big factor for the build just feeling good, right? Being able to, like, quickly land your combos, better yet, just, like, landing your freeze chain and then exploding is, like, very, very important, right? There's a rare. We're going to just drop the bell. What is this? Yeah, I know these like mushroom looking dudes, they do some type of physical damage over time, which is kind of spooky. I think that's Monk's one weakness. It's probably damage over time because I don't have leech. and Ghost Dance will not trigger on damage over time. Ghost Dance will only trigger on hits. Map completed. Just clear a little bit more because it's actually fun to clear on the character. The Corrupting Cry character was fun, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have the same fluidity as Monk. I don't know I'm not sure on the word for it here, right? Monk just feels so clean to play. So clean. It feels like of all the classes in EA that I've played so far, Monk has gotten the most polish, the most love. Or maybe, to be fair, it's just attacks in general, and it's just that we only have two-handed maces in right now for melee, and that's why Warrior feels a bit more like chunky, right? Whee. Alright, that's pretty much done. Unless, wait. Oh, this bridges the gap. Nice. Alright, so that's pretty much going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and hop on my live stream now. If you guys want help leveling Monk, feel free to access my VOD. My VOD is completely there for you guys to use on Twitch. One other thing I will note is that if you are struggling very early on, it takes Monk to about level 14 before he starts really going crazy. 14, I think, is when you get access to Ice Strike and a couple of other skills that you have in your arsenal. So 14 is definitely like when Monk really shines. Anyway, though, that is going to be it for me. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. If you did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget you can catch me streaming live every day but Sundays at twitch.tv/Pohx. Take care, everybody.